Welcome back to Nino
Let
Kuni
me
2.
guess.
Okay. 2 parts from now, Leander will break the news. Happy now? Anyway.
Yes,
Leander,
very
Pedro, I gotta say, you're making Leander come off like a right prick. He has a secret, but he's deliberately withholding it from Evan.
Jeez, what
It's
is
like an
the...
attorney. You have to leave it until the right time to tell someone.
If there's one thing we've learned about Leander in Chapter 4 was that if there's one quality he has is restraint. So we should be fine.
It seemed like it was important.
I wouldn't exactly call keeping a secret purposely a virtue.
No. I don't mean that, Jova. I mean that's the queen. I mean taking shit from the queen and not abandoning her. The point is he's allowed to
that doesn't really have to do though with the idea of keeping a secret, like Glib suggested, though.
You don't really understand what I mean, but whatever. Let's move on.
I guess that's more to do with the fact that he doesn't want certain people hearing about it.
Oh, well, absolutely, no doubt. That's why we gotta go talk to him eventually.
Anyway, we got a new recipe in the last part, so might as well make some new dishes at our restaurant. There you go.
But the food is not super realistic, 0 of 10.
The reason I'm doing this is because there's gonna be a side quest in order to get the best citizen in the game. You're gonna need Floyd to be at level 10 of cookery level, because aside from having his usual citizen level, Floyd also has his cookery level, which he gains XP every time he cooks something. So basically, what, Jova?
As far as best citizen goes, is this like best looking design or what?
No, he's literally the best in the game at everything. You can literally put him in any facility, and he'll be the best at it.
Huh, and you get him midway. Interesting.
No, not midway in the post game.
Oh,
I'm just preparing Floyd because he's going to be necessary for getting him to join. So there you go. All right, bye, Floyd. All right, next.
So where to next?
Well, first let's check if there's anything on Arcana that needs management. Oh, there you go.
Let's complete the research, sir.
There you go. Ultimate resource gathering. And now ultimate construction efficiency. There you go.
Ultimate.
Ultimate.
Yes,
You combine one ultimate with another ultimate, and you
go,
get...
guys. Calm down.
Actually 5 days, sure.
No, you got a lot less, actually. Never mind.
All right, we need...
Gather fruits and flowers?
There you go. This is a farm. This is a market garden we can build now that we have someone with a fertile mind skill. Let's just level it up. The massive market garden. Yes, gathers fruits and flowers, as Teo said. So let's put in Yukon and Alameda in it. There you go. There's another farm we can make here. However, we need someone with the Emerald Fingers skill, which we don't yet.
Oh.
So
the ultimate green finger.
Yeah.
Green thumb, sorry.
It is. It's a play on the green thumb expression, yes.
Yeah, no, I just said it badly, sorry.
Alright, anyway, I guess there's nothing else. Let's check our facilities, see what... Get those exclamation points out of there, because my OCD just won't let go. And get some more money from our coffers.
Your OCD will come better in handy when you do all unlocking stuff in games. Especially in Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Well, Jova, sometimes I have to intentionally try my best to suppress my OCD. Because remember, in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep for PS3 and PS4, there's a trophy for completing 100% the ice cream minigame, and there's no way I'm doing that because that minigame is fucking impossible. So
in a way, that's you coping with your OCD then.
Yes, that's basically the game trying to teach me to suppress it, basically.
No. The game is not that kind. That's just the game trying to bait you. I mean,
and it's working.
It's Birth by Sleep of all things.
I kind of like Birth by Sleep, despite its problems.
I'm fine with the ice cream minigame. It's the volleyball one that gets me all the time.
The volleyball one.
Maybe it's just because I suck at it, but no, I'll take I'll take that over the ice cream one any day. Anyway, all right. Jova, Shira, you're Cindy May. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Look, I'm sorry, but I followed protocol and installed the tracking device just like you.
Jova, you'll be the woman on the right, and Teo, you'll be the guy on the left.
Oh, goody. Which part of the protocol says you should let it run straight past you, huh? Now we're going to have to put the whole sector in lockdown.
What
But he starts-
isn't going wrong here? Is everything all right?
He starts yelling like the father in the Langle years. There are no excuses!
Go ahead, Jova. You're
Ah,
Kimmy.
hey there, Evan. Man, I'm glad you showed up. We could really do with some advice.
Kimmy, this stuff is classified. We can't share with folks who don't have the right clearance. Kimmy, I said... Oh, man.
Well,
Not now, I'm pondering.
well, you seem like you're desperate, so...
It's BL Ivion, our latest military droid. It's escaped from the storage facility. We're not supposed to tell anybody about it, but this is an emergency. And besides, you're the leader of an allied kingdom. Could you have at it?
Sure.
If that thing goes into assault mode at the wrong time, we're in deep trouble. Please, you have to help us.
Maybe you should be telling your whole kingdom about this.
Kimmy does have a point, yeah. The whole point of the Declaration of Independence is that we help each other, so yeah. So we will help.
Oh, I think we're gonna get a new member.
Yeah, I like her design too.
So you have a top
might
secret military
stop it.
droid that can pretty much go into battle mode at any time, and you aren't warning the public about this. Oh, Broadleaf, you still have a ways to go. Now, could you tell me a little bit more about the droid that's gone missing, as I risk life and limb to stop it?
Sure.
I'll fill you in on all the details, okay? But make sure you listen carefully. We don't have time for me to be repeating myself.
There's a prompt for you to repeat yourself, isn't there?
Maybe. All right.
Take notes.
Yes, take all the notes you
Right.
need.
Lofty, get out your notepad. Lofty?
Dun dun dun
I
dun dun.
leave him on sleep mode again.
I guess you did.
Oh, bother that.
Bother. Anyway, go ahead, Shiri.
The unit we're looking for is called BLV.
Be alive.
Yeah, it is like Oblivion.
Oblivion.
Yeah,
Get it?
yeah.
Ha 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 ha. We're clever.
So clever.
It's totally cutting edge tech, and the AI is so good you'd think it was magic.
It's not technology, it's magic.
So we can't have to explain it.
They left a killer robot on the loose.
It's a magical robot. Go ahead, Shira.
And it packs one heck of a punch on the battlefield too, of course. A little too much of one, actually. It went a little crazy during its initial trials, so we've been keeping it in storage ever since.
Oh boy,
We didn't bother to try and fix it again.
Oh boy, I smell a tainted monster bounty.
Might it by any chance be related to the state-of-the-art technology security bubble that we fought here when we first came?
It is, but
And by
this
that
is
I mean, is it a recolor?
it is, but it is a more advanced prototype, so it's way stronger.
The pollution in here is still really bad, I see.
Yeah.
Well, Shiro, remember, we're still not done with that subplot. We'll get
Work
back
in
to that.
progress. But when
Yeah.
Cindy May here opened the door to go check on it, it barked right past her and ran off. I told her we should just leave it alone.
You know, you're both kind of stupid for it. Like, you put away a
Ignoring your
dangerous...
problems doesn't make them go away.
Gosh, that does sound a little worrying. Do you have any idea where it might have gone?
Jova.
Well, there was a tracking device on it, but it ran into a cave and we lost the signal.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the
It did
hugging-
say the AI
And
was
not just any cave. No, it went into the powder keg cavern.
Powder keg.
There's so much magical energy in there, even a spark of spellcraft could send it sky high. If Bolivion set that place off, it could bring down the whole kingdom.
Yikes.
Someone played Majora's Mask. Anyway.
Can't send any command boats in after it because they lose signal the second we go inside. God, what are we gonna do?
Well,
Sucks
why
to be
don't you
you.
just leave it to us? I'm sure we could take care of Bolivion for you.
Alright then. Sure.
Really?
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 Yeah.
For realsies.
For realsies, yeah.
Thanks, Your Majesty. You're kind of our last hope here. This isn't going to be easy, though.
Oh, don't worry. I've grinded enough. I'm fine.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. You just make sure that none of the locals go near that cave.
Alright then.
Maybe put a sign that says, "Danger! Rogue robot possibly found of sentience."
Don't open. Robot inside.
Alright then.
Just don't touch any switches, okay?
To the world
Otherwise,
map.
there may be a big bam powwow.
Alright. To... here. There we go. And no, it's not the skirmish. It's just we have to go into the cave. There you go. Alright, let's find it.
Awfully wet here.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, Teo. One particular interesting status effect that this game has, whenever you're fighting in terror and throwing that sweat, like the one we just went through, there's the soaked status effect, which basically makes you slower.
That's an interesting way to incorporate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's usually kind of what happens. If your clothes get drenched, they become stiffer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, look, I was right.
I knew it.
A menacing aura.
Hey, look, Lofty. That must be Bolivion, the robot that Cindy Mai asked us to take care of.
Beep, boop, boop. Target detected. Commencing annihilation procedure. Boop.
Yo, well, they axe.
Get a load of that weird aura all around them. Avonmont, reckon we've seen that nonsense before, innit? You'll need to keep your guard up with this one.
Yep.
Just a bit.
We'll take care of him just like we did with his silver brother.
Alright, here we go.
Also, so now you do your security protocols.
I guess it's convenient for the robot.
Dick.
I don't think the robot at this point can really grasp the concept of being a dick.
We've already established that robots can be manipulative little bastards in
Yeah, I was gonna say
Good-
a lot
good
of the
point.
robots in
Good point,
Broadleaf are dicks.
Well, at least it shows that the scientists got the morph ball technology better than the scientists in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Hey, boss, maybe instead of testing ourselves on the morph ball that may or may not...
Jova, the space pirates have no fucking idea how to do science. Come on.
I can only imagine the test that they must have had trying to replicate the morph ball technology. Boy, Ridley being out of commission really leaves them being dumb.
Anyway, time to report, I guess.
Very good, Teo. Let's do so. Alright. Okay, Broadleaf, here comes your knight in shining armor. Well, not shining armor, but still. Oh, hold on. Okay. Weird, I don't remember why I made that pause there. Maybe I was distracted by something, I don't remember. This was recorded... Yeah, this was recorded a long time ago by this point. No, it's just that it took me a while to select the floor there.
Oh, maybe you did it by mistake. There you go.
Alright.
Anyway. Alright. We decommissioned the thing.
Thanks a lot.
We sure owe you one for taking care of Bolivion like that, Your Majesty. I'm pretty sure the whole kingdom would have gone boom if it weren't for you.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Sure.
Oh man, I'm so happy I could cry. I knew you'd come through for us.
Millions of dollars in technology have been completely eradicated.
Well,
we are so happy about this.
well, it
I
was
saw the-
well, it was for the greater good. So
The greater good.
Though I have to wonder, did that robot, maybe in its final moments, develop a conscience?
No,
Maybe it
Jova,
ran
robots
because it
are
knew-
not people.
Jova, let's not try to go full Yoko Taro. That's
They're
But
just
guys,
the
but guys,
plastic.
guys,
They're very human.
what if robots are people too?
No, never.
no. We all know what happens when.
Hold on, go ahead, Jova.
Yeah, you know, it looked to me like he'd been infected by the same evil influences of the one that
Really?
protected President Vector had.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Really? Wow, I didn't think that kind of thing could affect robots. Humans as monsters, sure, but yeah.
It's called Roboenza. You know, Bolivian's AI is like on a whole new level compared to what we've seen before. He's kind of more human than human.
More human than a human.
More than a committed murder.
So there you go. There you go. See, the moral here is don't make your AI too intelligent, otherwise it might fall to
I
possession.
guess robots really are people.
That's so nice to foist off the idea that we just murdered a living human being and robot body.
Well, Joe, you know what they say: the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
True. Thank you.
Shiri, go ahead.
Seriously? You're just the
Crying.
best. I've never met anyone like you before. You're a real hero.
Looks like
Aw.
Cindy's impressed with Evan's altruism.
Let's move to the tears. Literally.
Sob. Oh, what's the actual sound effect? It's like, is it like that?
Yeah, sobbing can be considered a sound effect, but often... Actually, yeah, I guess that is the best sound effect to use script.
It is a sound effect, yes.
Okay. Well,
Oh, yeah, it certainly is. I'm just
Well,
trying to think of if there's another one.
go ahead, Shiri.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Dwebs.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Go ahead.
Libs.
Go ahead, Shiri.
Listen, I know this is kind of out of the blue, but would you consider letting me come join you in Evermore?
You know
I'll
what?
throw
Sure.
away my established job and my ransom to join this kingdom.
Well,
I
she'll
guess
have
we
a
got
dip.
kind of sucked, all things considered.
Well, she can use
no,
it.
let's be glad that Evan is very considerate in accepting her.
Yeah.
Basically, as while you were gone, we took care of this robot but the problem with this robot is that his AI was far too advanced, and because of that, he was able to. He was actually his AI
He
was
was
so.
more human than human.
His AI was so human-like to him that he actually fell to the possessing darkness of the tinted monsters.
Anybody even nearly blew up the kingdom using this.
So basically, it's the typical sci-fi moral: don't go too far with your realistic AI, otherwise it will come back to bite you. Basically.
To be fair, the AI itself wasn't the problem. It was more so the magic that corrupted him. So if anything, it's evil magic is evil.
All right, Shiri.
If it's
please.
lime green
Oh,
or
sorry.
purple, it's definitely evil.
Anyway, Cindy has the social network skill, which basically means she's very good for the
Oh, so she'll make a great Mark Zuckerberg.
Ugh.
She's going to invent Twitter.
Oh no.
There.
Oh, yes.
Well, we already have Leafbook, don't we, Shiri? We don't need Twitter.
Yeah, we don't need more social networks. for
Who
this
says
world.
we don't need
This world is too
Twitter?
precious for more social networks.
Please, Tio. This
Those
is
of
the
us who use
world where
Twitter
more...
refer to it as a hell site.
Yeah.
Teo, you cannot stop
Teo.
progress.
Great scandal! King of Evermore, find out to have said racial slur. You will never believe what happens next.
Tio,
I mean, what
Tio.
next?
Bye,
You
bus.
twoo. What's up?
Tio, this is the same land where no less than 3 politicians have gone corrupt for various reasons. Well, a few have tried to kill their own citizens publicly.
Hold on. Speak. Hold on, Shiro. I get the feeling
Okay.
you're gonna love this one.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
All right.
Miss Frizzle, is that you?
All right, Jova, you're the one on the right. I'm the red-haired one, and Shiro can be the blonde one with glasses, and of course
That's literally... Holy cow, that's literally Miss Frizzle.
Okay,
Wait, so which character is you?
Brooke, you're right now, Shiro. Go
You're
ahead.
Brooks,
Okay.
the Miss Frizzle.
That's not what my data says. According to my research, you stand a much better chance if you keep your distance.
I really love these particular characters. You'll see.
Maybe magic is the answer. It's got to be the best way to change things up.
You're probably wondering what are they talking about. You'll see. I love
I love out of context conversation.
Let me guess.
You'll see. Go ahead.
You know,
Go-
you might want to take this someplace more private. I'm sure you don't want this in all of your military secrets.
They're talking about how to
Hold
rule.
on. Military secrets? Ha! Is that what you thought we were talking about?
Yeah,
Again.
no.
Cheery?
I know that.
You've got this totally wrong. We're just talking about how to get ahead in the workplace, that's all.
Oh. I see, but what does that mean exactly, Evan? It can get very adult.
Shiroi, Tani, please.
You know, getting your voice heard at meetings, making sure that guys take you seriously, that sort of thing.
That's right.
That's
There's
one
my
way of
tale.
putting
Level
it.
5 is tackling this subject matter.
I'm guessing Tani would know a bit about that since, you know, she's surrounded by, like, really...
Testosterone man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Oh, it's just... It really sounded like you were talking about fighting.
Said Torin's man.
Yeah, that's what we call
I mean, I get what you thought that. All that stuff about killer blows and everything.
Yeah.
I guess we should pick our words better.
Roland
Sure,
face.
it might sound like we're talking battlefield strategy, but that's because the boardroom really can be a battlefield sometimes, you know?
Love is a battlefield.
Yes. Actually, Teo, that's the name of a song from What Night Chronicles
Yeah.
too. So,
You know, going off of what Sakurai says about
Shiro?
the development of Smash Ultimate, yeah, it can be a battlefield.
You must have heard of this stuff, right? Leaning in and all that? Well, we're just trying to make Broadleaf a better place for female employees, that's all. Oh boy.
Wait, it's a bad place?
Good job.
Yeah, and the language gets a bit aggressive sometimes. Well, there you go. I'm not going to go anywhere by being nice all the time. Gosh, you really take your work very seriously, don't you?
basically, Shiroi, remember, this game is aimed at Western audiences, so Hino knew that he had to tackle the kinds of subject matter that Western audiences are usually interested in.
I mean,
Sure we
that's
do.
not exactly
But-
foreign to people outside the West, too, sadly.
Shiroi? Tani?
Really? What kind of things are you interested in? Also, yeah, Japan also has an issue with this, like a huge issue with it.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because this is not usually something Hino usually likes to tackle, so...
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
let's just say in some ways Japan are even worse about it than us.
Yeah, I mean, Hino has. I mean, one thing I do appreciate about Hino is that he does try to diversify himself. You know, not just do the same thing over and over.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is it doesn't. The problem is it doesn't always work. Gundam Age.
Gundam?
Mage?
Gundam Age.
Gundam Age? Oh, Gundam Age.
that?
Well, the thing about Gundam Age, Dwebs, is that... See, that's a very specific type of problem, Dwebs. It's a good series on its own. It's just not a good Gundam Age series. That's the problem there. But again, this was
Yeah,
just...
it's like-
but we can
yeah,
talk
they're
about
like
that later. Let's just focus on this.
Anyway,
Shiroi?
And
Brooke
honestly, this is
said-
kind of an easy thing to do when you have a huge, world, essentially, and you can put anything in here, really.
Brooke says she's more into swords, while Crystal into magic.
Yes.
And the magic
Basically,
maniac at the
basically,
punch.
Teo, there...
Wands. That's all I ever think about. Oh God, whatever you do, don't let her get a copy of Cursed
So much for
Child.
not talking about military matters.
Well, that's the thing, Teo. They're actually weapon makers. So... Say, you travel a lot, right?
Blacksmiths.
I guess it's kind of rude to ask, but if you ever spot any cool souvenirs while you're out on the road, we'd sure love to see them.
Just promise you won't kill anyone
Sure.
with them, and sure.
No problem. We love buying people presents, don't we, Evan?
You seem very enthusiastic about this, Tani.
Well, he did propose to her. He's got to get her gifts for the honeymoon and wedding.
Not just that, Jove, it's just, I find it
He needs
interesting.
to actually propose first.
But you're right, he did in front of plenty of people who
realsies.
now have the wrong idea. Thanks
he's
to
gonna
it.
do it for reals this time.
Well, sure, according to
Okay, so
Facebook,
basically,
he
this is part of a side quest where Tani is going to try to find good items that will fit these three ladies.
Okay.
Go ahead, Yuri.
How is this going to
Wait,
help you
I
get
know.
ahead?
What about
Oh.
a little horn shelf? You could wear it in your hair.
Shell, not shelf, but yeah.
How's
Yes,
this supposed to-
that's where I show.
Because I'm gonna wear it.
Fashion tips by Tani.
The Sky Pirate,
Yes.
Yeah.
who lived in the cliffs and
In the
mountains and
mountains,
the rugged
yeah.
terrain, and there may be a problem here.
Well, Jova, considering she literally just told a woman to put a shell in her hair, yeah, that sounds like the kind of fashion tip you'd hear from Tani.
Have you ever seen Harajuku fashion?
Sorry, nothing. I already have it actually, so let's give it to Brianna. A little horn shell, huh? All right, there you go. There you go. She's supposed to put that thing in her hair. So this is a little horn shell, huh?
I just hope it's cleaned.
It's kind of...
Little?
It doesn't go with her hair color either.
It's kind of perfect!
Whatever floats your boat, lady.
Whatever floats her boat, yeah. Shuri?
Pretty little thing, isn't it?
It's
No,
it's
I
guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So,
Well, I can't even see it, so I'll take their word for it.
well, they did show us the items portrait
Just
there.
pretend she's having in her hair.
Just look at these spikes. Well, right now she's only looking at it too. She's not putting it there.
Okay.
Yet. Just look at these spikes. Imagine how sharp you could get them if you feel them. Brianna.
Filed.
Yeah,
Filed.
as you can probably guess, this is the joke. Tani is trying to make them look pretty. However, being
Weaponize them.
Yes, that's the joke.
But what about putting it in your hair?
No, I shall turn it into a weapon.
You know, I love the irony that Tani, the one who you'd think would be the one thinking more about battle, is actually the one thinking more sophisticated.
You can use it as a mace.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Joe. If you check out
For access in case she gets attacked.
well,
Shell
Joe,
maces.
well, Joe, that's the thing. Aside from that one proposal scene that you mentioned earlier, and if you check the character,
Roland is very perplexed.
yeah, if you check the Citizen Almanac, Jova, it also mentions there that secretly Tani really likes wearing dresses and stuff. So basically,
Yeah.
even though she's a tomboy, again, it's just kind of like with what she did with Emmy. Hino is very good at writing tomboy characters in the sense that instead of writing male characters just in a woman's body, he makes them, as in like they like rough stuff like Tani, but at the same time that they don't lose their femininity. They still like he finds a good middle ground. He did that with Emmy as well. So I always trust Eno.
Yeah.
I always trust Eno when writing these characters because I mean Eno in general is just a excellent character writer. So you can always rely on him for that. Go ahead, Shuri.
A lot of the problem with fiction is that strong female characters. I hate that phrase.
I know.
They
Go
tend
ahead.
to be
Strong
they tend
woman.
to be written to be as symbolically and physically masculine, when that's not really necessary.
That's the trap that Final Fantasy
I mean, there
14
are
fell
plenty
in.
of masculine-looking women, and they're perfectly happy that way. But
Oh yeah.
not every. Oh Jesus!
No, we know what you mean.
Looks masculine. Just
If I suggest to Shiro, another thing that's important is basically the fact that a good female character, regardless, doesn't necessarily need to remind that. An example being Jade in Beyond Good and Evil, but we'll get to that. The point being that for now, we got a coral for Brooke.
Yeah.
No, I know there's a problem in some video games where minority characters introduce themselves as the minority character, when most of us wouldn't actually do that in real life.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The most obvious example that I usually go for is Lightning, because Lightning is literally has no reason to be a woman. She's literally a man in a woman's body.
It's Cloud in a dress.
Basically,
Which we already got.
Yes, Jova?
Okay. Lightning's a terrible character, but I wouldn't say it's because she's really a man in a woman's body. Like, she's man or woman, whatever. I mean, whatever. I mean, no man or woman has a set way of how they act. Lightning is just dull as a character.
The
Yeah.
example
Like-
that you want during the same game, Pedro, is Fang, because originally her role was supposed to be for a male character. So there you go.
Anyway, the
I
basic.
think there was a Mass Effect game where one of the characters introduced themselves as such.
Yeah. Anyway, the basic point is
if
Brooke
that's
got a
the
coral
character,
flower,
yeah.
and she's gonna turn it into a weapon again. Let's see what and Crystal wants.
A dream prism.
Yeah, Tani's thinks that a dream prism will look good on Crystal. Let's see.
Well, that sounds dreamy. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Let me guess. She's gonna use its ray of light reflected to scorch the enemy.
This also serves as basically reversing your expectations. You'd expect these ladies to be the ones more in tune with fashion, but no, it's actually Tani. There you go, dream prism.
Let me guess. This is my dream prism. Dreamy is right. It's beautiful. But it's not just a pretty piece of crystal, right? No, it's a power crystal. I can sense the magic in it. I could work this up into a nice one.
Investigator,
you'll go crystal
Kill that line of Ripto. That's
Oh,
what I need for my new stuff.
Shiri, go ahead.
Well, just make sure it doesn't get broken, whatever you do.
She's not really pleased.
These women don't know the first thing about them. I'm trying to make you look pretty and you just make weapons out of these things.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's a reason why they're having trouble moving up, if this is how they approach all their business situations.
They're gonna take out the competition, shall we say?
Yeah, I think the issue here seems to be they're just not very nice people.
No, it's not so much. I don't think it's that. They're not. It's not that they're bad people. It's just that they're misguided about the way they go about things. But don't worry, Joyce. We ourselves will educate them better as they join our kingdom eventually.
I see where both of you are coming from. The business world does not make nice people, and it's kind of a sad thing of life, but sometimes people feel that they have to do rather, shall we say, cold things to make it far.
Well, this lady is actually going to wear the crystal, so do whatever you want with it. We're just glad you like it.
There you go.
No, all three of them will join our kingdom eventually, and I'm sure they'll learn better about it.
It seems like Roland is trying really hard to process what's going on.
Yeah.
Remember, he's the American president, which means, of course, he's used to these kinds of problems. So
please remind me again if you've been dead or not.
Yeah, and he's just standing there doing nothing and letting a young child do all the work.
I really do. Hey, I've been really impressed with how you picked out all this great stuff for us.
Yeah, you have a real eye. I'd never have known this would suit me so well.
I'm not expecting the President of the United States of America giving fashion advice to women, Dweebs.
Same here. Sorry, go ahead, Shiri.
Same here. I thought flowers and jewels and all that stuff wasn't for me, but you've totally changed my mind.
Yes!
Are you just saying that to butter her up? Well, not bad, Tani.
I thought that said me too, Tani.
Now that would have been doing
Evan's
it to butter
gonna start
her
wearing flower crowns.
Oh.
I could totally see him doing it. Frisk style.
Couldn't have done it without you, Evan. Thanks for helping me find it all.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm always 10 steps ahead of the game.
Roland's face.
Shiri.
Oh, sorry. Okay, guys, so we better get back to thinking about how we're going to get ahead at work. Catch you sometime.
Catch you again sometime, yeah.
Yep.
See ya, chopped liver.
Shiri.
This lot don't mess around, eh? I like it.
You do know that they kind of just sidestepped your advice and are going to go back to now thinking of battle strategies. I mean, ways to get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, like I said, shell mace.
Alright, we'll get back to these three at some point.
Oh, well.
At the cutting... I love the name of the quest, At the Cutting Edge.
Yeah.
You think you know me.
Alright, everybody. In the next part, we finish off Chapter 7 side quests. So, see you then.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.